I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet because I am fucking awkward and not very good at videos. So, most of you come here lately to see the Palantir news. Now, before I get into why there are things happening that I don't think people are aware of that are causing Palantir to rip, today we touched 20 for the first time in a long time, and in aftermarket hours, we are maintaining that. There's a couple reasons. Uh, I posted a video a day or two ago about Dan Ives and how he said that Palantir was undervalued going to 25 for his price target. That was a very big aggregate in that shooting the stock up. But there are things happening behind the scenes that I would like to share with you that are a lot larger than one analyst. Now, this is the dossier on Palantir provided by my friend Either on Twitter. I know it's X, but we're going to call it Twitter. So let's jump into this dossier, and excuse me for my mush mouth. I'll do my best. Keep it short and sweet. Okay, so here are the things going on that aren't being talked about. And I'm sure they will be touched on the earnings report that we have on August 7th after hours. But this is a database that's been put together by a very good friend in our community. So what you're looking at on the screen here is links generated. This is both annually and quarterly. As we look here, Q4 22, 364 new links generated. Goddamn mushmouth. Total of 971 up until this point, and 85% of those are active. Now, these active links are from big clients. I'm talking stratospheric. I almost shit my pants when I saw Berkshire Hathaway was using Palantir's Foundry and AIP, which is artificial intelligence platform, pardon me. Why Berkshire Hathaway working with Palantir is important? That is a company that has 64 more, not including this company, possible partners, everything from Geico Insurance, making sure that your insurance auto-renews, to the supply chain of Dairy Queen, making sure you get your ice cream on time when you go to the drive-thru. They're really pushing hard on their NHS deal, but they have a very big fingerprint in the healthcare industry with Cleveland Clinic, etc. But it's nice to see that they have dived into health insurance with Abu Dhabi's largest provider. I didn't take too much time to look into Pathlight with the Berkshire Hathaway news, but these two are pretty major. Bow Systems is Europe's defense sector. Why this is important is because not only now do we have defense contracts with most of the DoD in America, we have defense contracts with Canada, the Ukraine, and most of Europe now, which means they pretty much have indestructible moat. They have $3 billion in cash. They have zero debt. They have government contracts. So even if somebody like Berkshire decided it wasn't the right fit and a recession came, they would be just fine. Not going to zero. Now, this next one, Coca-Cola. What blew my mind? Because not only are Coca-Cola using Foundry, but they are using Foundry for their entire chain and network. So we're talking everything from their EU partners all the way to South America. From head to toe, all operations are involved to run Coca-Cola smoothly and streamline their industry. So I'm excited to see. Some of you may have noticed at the AIP day in June, Alex Karp had a Coke bottle. So there was a nice little Easter egg in there a few months ago. Moving on to Palantir's FedStart. I'm going to try and push through this real quick for you guys. FedStart's important because what a lot of people don't understand is that there is a really large barrier to entry for startups trying to get into the defense sector. So what Palantir is doing is using their foot in the level 5 and level 6 defense sector to get these startups in. Hopefully, they will acquire a little bit of equity from them, so that'll give them another pipeline of cash infusion. Canada is increasing its use of Foundry for our policing in Calgary and Ontario. I live in Canada. I'm in British Columbia, and soon we will be getting British Columbia as well. That's not known yet, though. But existing clients are expanding their usage, including Pfizer, Deloitte, PwC, Novartis, many I can't even list. But I'm going to post this dossier in the link below. I want you to take a look through because the industries that they are penetrating are incredible, and the rate that they're penetrating these, I can't even keep track. So just to name a few: AI analytics, automotive, IT, energy, government, retailer, consulting, healthcare, communications, education, defense. The list goes on, and it's not just in the United States. Anything you can think of, they are getting their fingers into. Now, I talked about healthcare earlier. We should see the NHS deal go through around early mid-September, and that's when Palantir will run the national health systems for the UK, and hopefully, if that goes well, the rest of Europe. But yeah, it's crazy times. There's a lot of things happening, so I definitely want you to take a look for yourselves. I'll post the link, as I said earlier. And if you want to know where we all get this information, there's a really great community on Twitter. So I'll post a link to my friend Ether, who made this, and myself. So I hope you found this super awkward video I made enlightening. And thanks for putting up with me. All right. Cheers.